Hey guys, it's Doc here. I just want to do a quick video talking about the books that I picked up today. So this is going to be my Wednesday haul. I think we are up to issue 21 of this series. So that's pretty cool. I think 21 straight issues without missing a week. I think we should do a lot more episodes. What do you guys think? Okay, let's go ahead and get started with what I picked up today. Round. We're going to start with a new book called Falling in Love on the Path to Hell. And that's by Jerry Duggan as the writer and Gary Brown as the artist. So I thought this was a pretty interesting book. It details two characters who are living completely different lives in 1877. One is a samurai who's been disgraced, and the other is a gunsmith and an assassin for hire in the Wild West. And both of them meet their demise through the course of this first issue, but at the end of the issue, they show up on this mysterious island, and you're trying to figure out, as are they, where is this island? What's going on? Is this purgatory? Is this hell? Where am I going? Why am I here? And what has happened to me? So the art by Gary Brown is pretty solid, I would say. Let's see if we can show you something that doesn't have a whole lot of shooting and killing in it. It's actually pretty solid. I like the detail on it, and it gives you a chance to really learn about the characters, as well as getting to see some action sequences. So that is your gunfighter named MacWraith, and then you also have a samurai, Ogata, and this is her down here as well as up here. And like I said, she was disgraced, and in the process of that ends up dying. And so what's going to happen with these two characters? Are they actually going to fall in love on the path to hell? Are they going to find their way to a happier afterlife? Are they even dead? Maybe they're going to kill each other. Who knows? You know, sometimes people cannot get along. So that was the first issue of hopefully many more to come of a really cool series. All right. Next up, we have The Walking Dead Deluxe, issue 90. So we're almost to Negan. We are almost to the introduction of Negan in color, which will be really, really cool. So since they come out twice a month, we have less than a year to go. Really, by Christmas time, Negan should be here. So this details the continuing story of Rick and the survivors in Alexandria. In the last issue, somebody threatened to take Alexandria back from Rick and company, and this is dealing with the fallout and the repercussions of that character's actions and decisions in the last issue. So again, this is by Robert Kirkman, Charlie Adler doing artwork as always, and it is cool to see it in color. A lot of the times, I think maybe you've lost a little bit of something because it's in color, because when you were reading it in black and white and gray tones, you had to read some of the inflection and use some of your own imagination as to what the characters were thinking, and the color sometimes makes it a little bit more clear as to what you're looking at and what you're reading. So I can't help but stay excited about the reintroduction of all of these characters as the title goes on. It's been really fun, and hey, for $3.99 for a full color book, you still can't go wrong with it. Not quite as cheap as Spawn, but like I said, you can't go wrong with something like that when you've got Amazing Spider-Man 51 coming from Marvel Comics for $4.99. And the last issue and this issue are both interesting enough to keep me reading, but a Spider Goblin, really? Is that the direction that you want to go, Zeb Wells? You want to turn Peter bad? I don't know. This series has lost its way. I keep collecting it simply because I've been collecting it since 1992. So I know that, as bad as it has gotten, it has to get better at some point. But by the same token, now you're saying because this is Premier with Zeb Wells and John Romita Jr. on the title, and I hate to say it again, but that's laughable that Zeb Wells is a Premier creator and you're going to charge an extra $1 for that book. I would pay $4.99 for John Romita Jr., but Zeb Wells is not a top-tier talent, and he's not an A talent, and he just simply shouldn't be on Amazing Spider-Man. 51 issues in. Thank God this thing comes out twice a month, because hopefully that means that Wells' run will be over that much sooner. So we shall have to wait and see what happens, but I'm not really holding my breath that this story is going to knock it out of the park, because the artwork was by Ed McGuinness and Todd Nauck, which is a solid combination of pencilers, but I'm in that minority that really likes John Romita Jr. on the title, and I wish that they would honestly go back to doing it once a month instead of every 2 weeks, so that Romita could be the sole artist on the title, except for a fill-in here or there. So that's my thought on the not-so-amazing Spider-Man 51. I also picked up issue 6 of Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars. It's a reprint, facsimile edition of the original 12-issue miniseries, so it's got all of the original ads in it. It was written by Jim Shooter and penciled by Mike Zeck with inks by John Beatty. I will go deeper into this particular issue when we get into the Greatest Hits series that I'm talking about. So look for a deeper dive into Secret Wars when we get into that episode. And last thing is Pirate Viking Queen issue 2. It's part 2 of 3, and written by Sean Lewis, and the art is Jonathan Marks Baravecchia. And it's very much like, the artwork is very much like Bill Sinkovic's. It's scratchy. At times you're having to really look into it because it becomes more abstract. But at the end of the day, it's really, really good stuff. And I'm glad that it's in black and white, and then sometimes it's in this painter style that really just pops off the page. It's almost like Szymon Kudranski's book, Something Epic. It gives that realism and that realization to something that it makes it want to pop off the page. So, really enjoying this book. It's a little bit of a head scratcher because you apparently have 4 different sets of stories going. One about the bear, one about the pirate, one about the Viking, and one about the Queen. And they sort of intersect in the overall and overarching story about these characters. But I'm really hoping that all the pieces of the puzzle come together when issue 3 of 3 comes out. But anyway, that is what I picked up this week. What did you guys pick up at the shop? What are you reading? I'm just excited, as always, about these Wednesdays, because it gives me a chance to read some new stuff that I haven't seen before, and hopefully be entertained by all of these books that I've been collecting over the years. So, if you guys hadn't liked and subscribed to the channel, please do that. And in the meantime, I think the wife and I are going to make some drink enhancer combinations. So take some water and take a little bit of Mio or Kool-Aid or whatever it is, and try something different for this afternoon. She's out of school, so she's having a little bit of downtime, so we're just enjoying being at home together. Anyway, enough about me. Hope you guys had a wonderful Wednesday, and we will see you in the next video. Take care.